what's an owner's position where the builder is not rectifying defects, there's water pouring into the lobbies, and the owners corporation is not doing anything about it? Is that fair, or can the owners corporation turn around and say, we're suing the builder, that's it? Or does the owners corporation have to do more than that?
Well, it's interesting you say that, because there is, so as you'd all know, and we haven't mentioned it today, an owners corporation is responsible for maintenance and repair of common property. They are under an obligation if you do have water coming through into common property or into lots, because it will come through common property to get there in the first place. There is an obligation to repair. However, if the owners corporation has commenced legal proceedings against someone to rectify that particular defect, that obligation to maintain is actually suspended in the meantime, whilst it pursues those legal proceedings. So I think that's there to protect owners corporations, and that exemption is also there because if it wasn't there and before the current Strata Schemes Management Act came in, which was November 2016, before that, there was always a sort of a conflict between, on the one hand, we're suing the builder and there's a preferred outcome and we want the builder to come back and rectify. And on the other hand, there was, yeah, but you're still responsible for maintenance and repair of common property, and whilst you delay that and ask someone else to do it, you're not complying with that obligation. So there was always that sort of conflict between those two positions. However, now that the Section 106 has that exemption where an owners corporation is pursuing someone else, it can suspend that obligation. And there can, in some circumstances, if water's pouring into an apartment, which affects habitability, there can be a claim for loss of rent as well. But that, again, that depends on the particular circumstances of that case. So,
okay.
So I said, if the builder's being unreasonable, not coming back, then that's a circumstance where you do need to seriously consider litigation, of course.
I guess from the owner's point of view, they're probably thinking, well, how much can an owners corporation ignore this? If it's really serious water entry, it's causing some sort of health or safety issue, then I guess the owners corporation can't use the excuse they're just suing the builder. They have to do something about it. Would that be correct?
No, I think they can use the excuse, but it's dangerous. I mean, look, we often have in our defect litigation matters, you have defects that have been identified and you have urgent defects. I can think of one matter that we're working on a lot at the moment where that has been the case, and we've said to the builder who we're suing, look, there's every time it rains, these apartments are flooded, they're uninhabitable. These people are entitled to reimbursement for loss of rent. Sorry, no one wants that to happen. And we say to the builder, even though you're going to do your whole report on all of the defects, can you come back and look at these 3 apartments within a week? If you don't, we'll give you a week to come and inspect these apartments. And then we'll give you another week to start fixing them. If you don't do that, then we have no choice but to do it ourselves. And instead of suing you for a work order for those particular apartments, then we will sue you for a money order. But you have to give, if you want to pursue the builder for it, you do have to give them the chance to inspect and possibly rectify first, but it's obviously on a much, much shorter timetable for any urgent defects like that.